I'm going to make here a general overview of how this is wired. Here it is. Here's this monstrosity out of its little cubby hole. There's a box of miscellaneous goods that I need to run this machine. You can see a streaming microphone, a streaming camera, keyboard, ATI Rage 128, some other great stuff. Bunch of screws, miscellaneous parts. Here is the Ez2DJ PC. Here's my Night Traveler hard drive. It's official. It's my dongle connection because it's on the motherboard because I'm fancy. Case fan that is definitely secured. CPU fan that is definitely secured. 1 GB of RAM. DDR, not DDR2, not DDR. Or not PC. It's just DDR RAM. Here we got Sound Blaster. It's dead, but I'm storing it in here at the moment so I don't forget it. Basically, oh, and then there's my actual drive I use. This I just use for the operating system. This has all my datas on it, all my games, all the fun shit. It's a 320 gig drive. It is completely chocked full. So we'll be working on that later. Anyways, here we have the beautiful machine in all of its glory. In here, open it up. Not opening it up all the way. I've already pulled the deck power supply out. It's in that. It's in that. I've already pulled the deck power supply out, so there's a lot missing in here. There's a lot of wood stuff in here because I was just recently working on something, aka that. And I didn't have the care to clean it out because I knew I was going to be pulling it off soon. Here you can see the turntable. These are metal plates. These will fuck your hand up if you get your hand stuck in those. They will fuck you up. You can see my NeoPixels on them. Here you got all my switches. I've actually tried cable managing in the past. It's not easy in this thing. Here we can see there's the old light harness. This is what normally goes to the relay board in the Ez2DJ machine. Now this is not an Ez2DJ machine, nor do I have a relay board, so I'm not using it. I soldered to the end of it, added on this connector, which to any of you pump cabinet owners, you would know this connector right here is actually for player 1 power on the pad. But it's also the same connector that's used on the amp box. It's on the amp box for lights out to the cabinet. How Ez2IO does its lighting is all 12 volt because it's supposed to go to relays. So I just tapped into that for this, and this goes to this beautiful harness here, which then goes up and to the lights. So the lights are driven right off the I/O. I'm using LEDs. Don't worry, I don't have halogens, so if a halogen blows, it won't destroy my I/O. These two, this is the neon power and ground, which I am using the official neon relay. We'll go in the back of the cabinet in a bit. How I've wired this up, generally, I can just take everything out of this, everything I've done out of this, and put an MK in here and just pump it up. This is still all a pump cab on this side of the machine. Everything in here is official. All the fuckery is in here, and I've just extended the wiring into here. Because that's just how Ez2IO is. Everything is controlled by the deck board, which is in the deck, which I can take off. I can demount it, take it off. It's already loose because I've been taking it apart and everything. So it is loose right now. No, it is not normally this loose. Don't worry. Yeah, I can just take everything out of this, and I'm keeping it in this deck. I just grabbed the PC, this deck, and I've got full Ez2DJ setup. These are my harnesses for front USB, front audio. The deck. This is the parallel cable. Not parallel. Well, it's the parallel cable. This does not use parallel. It just uses the, what is this, 25 pin? The DB25. Just uses DB25. It doesn't use this end. If you saw, I have a gender changer on there. Because, yeah, it's much easier getting a DB25 and a gender changer. Then this is a top lighting connector for the missing top light. There's the missing top light. It's being worked on, don't worry. These are the neon connector. If you've ever worked on a pump cab, you will know this is the neon connector on the control box, on the amp box. We can unplug it, and boom, now our neons are unplugged. Shove that back in the deck. This right here is a ground connector that I accidentally cut, and I just taped up. You don't see this. Shh. Anyways, you can see this awful cut that I did on the front of this machine. It actually wasn't bad. Something happened here. It originally wasn't bad. That made it bad. Anyways, I'm working on a thing to cover this up. So, here we have my beautiful sticker that I put on. If you've ever seen an Ez2GX, you know this is the normal sticker that goes under the monitor. Here's this. It's at a bit more of an angle than a normal Ez2 monitor, but, you know, it's a pump cab, so what are you going to do? This isn't mounted, so you can just, like, shock yourself. It's really cool, because I don't have... Well, I do have an isolation transformer. Never mind, you can't shock yourself. Sucks to suck. Yeah, that's the deck side. Now we are going to move this cabinet with one hand. If you've ever moved a GX cab with a CRT in it, you know they are heavy bitches. And here we have the inside of the cab. I guess I need to turn on the flash, huh? Do I have another flash of any sort out here? No. Well, let's just keep moving it. And hopefully I can move it enough so you have light. Good enough? No. Sucks to suck. Anyways, in here... Oh, actually, thank you, extra exposure on the iPhone 13. You can actually see, sort of. There's the neon transformer. There's the neon relays. If you look down here, looks pretty standard. You got your power bar. Everything in here is still 240 volt, because why change what works? I like the isolation of this beautiful chunker. I like this big beefy power switch. So let's leave it. Yeah, there's the distribution panel. This is not plugged in, clearly. So I'm not putting myself in danger reaching in here and touching things. This is a cable going to an outlet over there, which just drives the CRT. Right now it is an off-the-shelf JVC television, consumer grade, because Cortex suck and... My Cortex is still dead. These are my fans. They're taped off, not being ran, because one of them is gone. The other, the ball bearings in it are just absolutely fucking shot. So it screams. Here are the USB headers for my motherboard. And then the audio one's over here somewhere. There's my S-video cable going out to the monitor. I'm going to move this a little bit more so we can actually see in here. That's better. Okay, there's the amp. Here's the big clusterfuck of wires coming in. Yeah. Here's the preamp, not amp, my bad. All official wiring, or not official, but original wiring, not modified. Here you can see there's my extender. On this side of it, it is completely untouched. And I can literally just, and I've even left it originally routed, I can legitimately just unplug all my shit, put an MK6 in here, plug some pads in, and we've got a pump cab. Here's the original video connector, which just is coming right back in because I'm not using it. Woo! S-video for life. I'm also using the MK9 power cable. Not modified. Still 240 volt, not modified. And of course I'm just using standard line audio because why would I use anything else? Yeah, that's about it in here. Nothing else I've really modified, fucked with, because I didn't want to. I didn't need to. You can still wire a bill acceptor up to it, which is pretty damn cool. If we go back to the deck side, not only do I have lights wired up, come on, woo, not only do I have the deck lights, the neons, and those wired up, I also have the test and service. The whole coin door is wired up. It's if we open it up, you can see in here. No, you can't. My bad. Anyways, in there, the test button works, the service button works. Woo! Don't roll away. The test button works, the service button works, the coin counter works, and the coin mech works, which I've replaced with a Korean coin mech because I'm just like that. So you can put 100 won and 500 won coins in, and you can spend real Korean money on my fake Korean machine. But just remember, it's suitable for all ages.